episode of Garage Sale Safari. These are some things we got today. This is a part of a set of a pair of Bose 301 Series 2 speakers. They're very vintage, very collectible. Bose was the top of the line speaker in its era, and these are really cool, and they still really carry over. You can see the speakers are still in good condition. The screens are good condition on this one. I remember when I was a kid, these were these speakers to own, you know, and they do reflective sound. So then the sound bounces off of things, and then it sounds better because of it, apparently. I don't know how that system works, but vintage stereo equipment's really can be really popular and really collectible, especially what was good brands then, such as Bose or any of the European brands, things like that, things that were made in USA often, and then some of the better Japanese brands too. I don't know if you can see that really well, but it does say Bose 301 Series 2 speaker on there, and I have the matching with the matching serial number for the other side, which is all real collectible. And you know, I paid $10 for the pair of these, which is a hell of a bargain, and they you know, I'm going to say this pair would probably go for at least 125 bucks on eBay, plus shipping, you know, of another 25 to 30 bucks. So a really good deal at $25. I may keep these because we want to put some nice speakers outside so we can listen to music outside in the summer. And they're just really an awesome set of speakers and a hell of a bargain at 25 bucks, at 10 bucks. And the next thing I got this weekend was, this is awesome in my opinion. I really like cool funky art, and this one I got for $50 from a girl. She said she got it in a Native American store, which I had to bite my tongue at the time because I was thinking to myself, and you know, she probably just didn't remember where it came from, probably inherited it, but I was thinking to myself at the time that seagulls, blimps, observatories, and pirate ships are all really traditional Native American motifs and artwork. So I had to kind of really bite my lip on it, but it was such a good looking piece. I didn't even look the artist up. I just thought, I've got to have it. I'm going to keep it for my wall. But I could tell by the, you know, the incredible detail work and the overall design of it and how artistic and cool looking it is, that it had to be a good artist. And it is dated down here. I'll move the speaker out of the way. You can see it. It's dated copyright 1979, and then it says Peter Bartzak, and so I was able to look him up real easily. He's a very good artist that is still producing art, and this is an incredibly big piece of his too, and a nice old vintage one. And from what I could see online, it was the best looking piece of his I've seen. There was one with George Bush that was pretty awesome too, I'll have to admit, but it wasn't this big. And this is probably double to triple anything, the average piece of his, and bigger than anything I could find online. And in the different galleries and all, it would probably go for about $10,000 new from what I could tell. And we paid $50 for it, so an awesome buy. And then another thing I got today was this really cool belt buckle. I've already moved it into my collection, and it's Native American belt buckle, silver, and I can't get it off the buckle. There we go, off the belt for some reason. But it's Native American. It's silver with tiger's eye. You rarely see that on American Indian pieces. Black onyx. They often call it Apache tear. And then turquoise, really nice, really amazing silver work on it also, and a huge piece. I mean, this thing's almost as big as my hand. It's got to be a good 5.5 inches by 3.5 inches to 4 inches. And I weighed it, and it weighs over 6 ounces of silver, and well, silver in the stones. And I paid $6 for it in an estate sale. And we are going to now, that's going to start in with something we wanted to start this episode, which is going to be called Nippy's Tips. Anyhow, okay, and this is Nippy. She is our little garage sale hound. She comes around with us to all the garage sales and estate sales, and she rides around the car. And we're going to set her down here, and this is going to be the first segment of Nippy's Tips. And this is on silver, and especially in American Indian jewelry. Most American Indian jewelry is not marked in any way, or a lot of it isn't. This piece I got at a garage sale, it was marked, and it's marked sterling, and it has the artist's initials on it also. It weighs 5.5 ounces of silver plus the turquoise. It was $15, and it's marked sterling. People don't look. So if you see something interesting looking, especially if it has real turquoise set into it, as you can see these two do, and really nice workmanship, how the craftsmanship, how they've put the set the stones and everything and soldered on the different pieces. This took a lot of work, so it's probably the real thing. A lot of them are marked like that, as I say, but most aren't. And this one is another piece I got. It's got rattlesnakes, really cool watch, and I got this for I think $5 at a sale. It's not marked in any way. We've tested it once we got home just to be safe, but you know, it's obvious. Nice old Indian piece like that is going to be silver. You can see the rattlesnakes are handmade. They've got turquoise set into the eyes. The turquoise is hand set in, as is the coral. So whenever you see what looks to be a silver piece with real semi-precious stones in it, and it appears to be silver and appears to be Native American, take a risk on it if it's cheap, because it probably is an American Indian piece. Very few are marked sterling or 925 like this one is, but that can happen. So you look for that too, because I'd be darned if most people don't even bother to look. I've gotten big 1 pound sterling silver teapots for $5 at sales, and they just clearly marked sterling. How do you not buy it? So anyhow, that being said, that's Nippy's first tip, and there's Nippy, and she'll be showing up on future episodes. Say hi, Nip.
My name is Paysensel, and so this is a bike we got from an old guy that kept in his garage in the rafters. It is originally from Kmart, and they made it in USA, which you can tell is really old because Kmart doesn't make anything in the USA anymore, and not many places do. And it was in his rafters for 30 years. We got it for $25 along with another pair in the same condition. A great deal. And it has the reflectors and paint job is all still really good, and everything works. Same with the other one. And so it was just a great find. So this is the other bike that we got for $25, and I'm not keeping it because it's a girl's bike, and it's, as you can see, it's in great condition also, and we are going to be selling it on Craigslist for around $40, but great deal for $25 for two vintage great bikes.